So, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I want to talk to y'all and kind of attack this part of you real quick in a good way. Attack it in a good way. You look at certain people, whether they be people you grew up with, family members, friends, it could even be a celebrity, a famous person, and usually the people who most people gravitate towards, most people want to be around, most people pull from are those people who keep it realer than real. And what do I mean when I say keeping it realer than real? It's not just about people who will just speak their mind and man, I'm gonna tell you what's on my mind regardless. That is an aspect of being real. That's absolutely an aspect of being real. But I'm talking about how we all know those people in our life who just they seem to be an open book. Like anything they went through, they, even if it was tough, even if it was terrible, even if it was hard, even if it was self inflicted, they seem to just say, you know what? This is what happened. This is what I did. This is what I went through. And I don't have an issue with you being aware of it. They're not proud of it in certain instances, but they also are not embarrassed, if you understand what I'm saying. And what happens is when we see people that are like that, it's a demonstration of a particular level of courage that we see in those kind of people that we may not have in ourselves. We may not have that level of courage for ourselves. And that makes us actually admire that person. We actually look at that person and go, man, that's amazing. That's a that's a strong person. And because we look at it like, I don't think that I would be able to give that part of myself or to show that side of myself like that. I don't think I'd be able to do that. That's why when you look at certain individuals who are great, and I always use the comedian Richard Pryor as an example. Richard Pryor is not the greatest comedian of all time only because, in my opinion, he was the funniest. But what made him great and the greatest to me was the fact that he would express parts of his life that would just make you almost cringe. Like, ooh, man. And you would look like, I never knew that happened to him, but he's taken it and revealed it almost in a therapeutic way through his art and no hesitation. And the people look at him really in admiration, like, wow, he persevered through that and he's turning it into comedy, even though it may still affect him, may still hurt him. People draw inspiration from that. And sometimes those people are really not, they're really not confident people behind the scenes. They're really not happy people behind the scenes in a lot of cases because of what they've been through, and it's hard for them to accept the love and the compliments and the accolades that people give them because they are more aware of who they are behind the scenes than anybody. But people compartmentalize that and they only pull from the compartments of you that inspire them and lift them to higher heights. So that's that realness that you hear in certain rappers. That when they talk about certain things, that's why people, oh man, that boy real. That boy be spitting that real. Because something that was said from them connects with you in a way that another cat might not connect, because he not striking those chords like that. So it's not about a person just saying, I'm just gonna tell you all my business. No, it's not about that. You got to understand the line and the balance. It's just about knowing, hey man, I've done some things, I've been through some things have been done to me, and I express those things in a way, not necessarily always intending to inspire somebody else. It just comes out that way. Some people just don't have that type of apprehension about expressing that. And then they find out later how much they help somebody else when they encounter those people and say, man, when I read your book, when I saw your special, when I heard your album, whatever it is, you spoke to my life because I went through this and I went through that and I went through that. Being real ain't about being perfect. Being real is about understanding that you're not perfect. But I stand strong despite that and still let people use parts of my life to make their life better. I think about Mike Tyson a lot when I had this kind of thought and conversation in my head. A lot of the things that Mike has been through, and whether it be self-imposed or whether it be things that happened to him on the outside, people that betrayed him. Excuse my phone, y'all. But he always keeps it real. He never backs away from that. And though we love to see Mike knock people out in 10 seconds, it's that other side of him that we gravitate to the same way. Because we love to see the artist, we love to see the person express their art, but we also love the human side of people. And when you show your human side, and it's natural, and it ain't fake, it's organic, that's what real is, and that's what people respect. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll hit y'all with another one soon. Peace.